Matt Miguez has plenty on his mind, and he's ready to share it with the world. It's time to hear the Miguez Mindset.
Welcome back to the Miguez Mindset. Matt Miguez here. Special edition episode of the pod on this Tuesday morning as LSU captures their 7th national championship in program history, winning 18-4 in the winner-take-all game last night against the Florida Gators. Thatcher Hurd was the starting pitcher for the Tigers, and he was incredible. He goes 6 innings, gives up only 2 hits, 2 runs, struck out 7. You start one of the 2 runs came off of the 2-run homer in the bottom of the first from Wyatt Langford, a towering shot to left field. But then LSU roared back in the top of the second with 6 runs, and they were away from there. More runs in the 4th and the 7th, 8th and 9th as well. LSU taking care of business against the Florida Gators to again capture their 7th national championship. You look at this game, Jordan Thompson, who has struggled all tournament long in Omaha, finally comes through with a pair of RBIs in the game. It was good to see him, shake off the monkey a little bit. Had good plays defensively as well. Cade Beloso, a guy that we've talked about all season long being so important to this LSU baseball program. Some people even made the joke that if you cut him open, he probably bleeds purple and gold. Delivering the way that he has in Omaha, especially last night as well. Josh Pearson comes up with a 2-run homer. Tommy White, Trey Morgan, and Dylan Cruz continued to do what they have done all season long. Braden Jobert puts the exclamation point on it with a 2-run homer in the 9th. Alex Milazzo had a good game at the plate, suffered an injury late in the game in the 4th inning. When he got to the plate, he tried to avoid Florida's catcher B.T. Riopelle, ended up fracturing his shin when he landed awkwardly on home plate. Won't require surgery, though, according to his dad. So that is good news. The videos post-game of Cade Beloso pushing him around on a utility cart were kind of great. As soon as the game ended, Paul Skeens carried him on his back out to the dog pile, which was also incredible to see. The way that this team supports one another is what makes this national championship so special, right? You look at a guy like Dylan Cruz, who turned down a lot of money out of high school when he could have gone to the MLB draft, wanted to come to LSU, play for Pulmonary, win a national championship, win the Golden Spikes Award. He accomplished all of that this year. You look at a guy like Tommy White, who had the greatest freshman season in history last year at NC State, comes to LSU via the transfer portal, has a breakout year, over 100 RBIs, 20-plus home runs again. Paul Skeens, a guy that pitched 2 ways. He pitched and hit last year at Air Force. Comes to LSU, becomes the best pitcher in the country, likely to be the number 1 overall pick in the MLB draft in a couple of weeks. And then you look at the Louisiana kids, Cade Beloso, Gavin Dugas, Trey Morgan, Braden Jobert, Alex Milazzo, Josh Pearson. Handful of others. They have wanted to play for LSU their entire lives. They've done so, and now they can call themselves national champions with the Tigers, which is just incredible to see. Jay Johnson gets his first national championship as a head coach. Really just a special moment for LSU last night. Now the 2nd most national championships in NCAA history. In the contest, they had 24 base hits, which is a College World Series record. They broke the record that was set just the day before when Florida had 23 in that 24-4 rout of the Tigers. I said it in the first episode previewing the national championship game that they weren't going to let that 20-run loss affect them. You gave up in the 5th inning. You played for this winner-take-all game 3. They had flushed that game. They put it in the back of their mind, and they knew what they had to do last night, and they got it done. That shows veteran maturity. That shows veteran leadership, and really just the mark of a great baseball team. You look at the future, Dylan Cruz is going to be a top 2 pick. Paul Skeens is going to be the other half of that top 2 pick. Trey Morgan most likely getting drafted as well. Jordan Thompson could get drafted. We'll see how that plays out for him. Gavin Dugas and Cade Beloso, both seniors, they will not return for the Tigers as well. But Tommy White will be back. Thatcher Hurd will be back. Riley Cooper will be back. Griffin Herring, Gavin Guidry, those guys will be back. You have young freshmen Garrett Edwards, Chase Shores, Brady Neal at catcher. Alex Milazzo should be back. Braden Jobert, Hayden Travinsky could come back if they choose to. You have a lot of talent and a lot of veteran experience returning to this Tigers baseball team. And you know that Jay Johnson is going to attack the transfer portal yet again. So if LSU fans are worried about the future, I don't think you should be. The future of this program is very bright. I think they can contend for another national championship next year. But for now, 12 hours removed from the game, the fact is that you should be celebrating the 7th national championship in LSU school history as they take down the Florida Gators 18-4 in the winner-take-all game in Omaha. We'll talk more throughout the week about the Tigers and what this national championship could mean for the program. But for now, this is the Miguez Mindset. I'm your host, Matt Miguez. We'll see you soon.